วัสดีค่ะ and good evening and welcome to
Chatroom.
and we'll see you every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on Thai PBS World. I'm Nat Bunak
I'm กิติพัฒน์เชิญสุขจิต
and we have to say that it's just two of us once again.
Yeah, but we're not lonely anymore because there are many stories we are going to talk today.
Exactly. There are lots of topics that we can talk about today, including the issue related to the Israel war as well, which thousands of people have been affected, many people died, and many people were abducted as well. So we'll begin tonight with the latest situation in Israel, as well as the fate of Thai workers there. And it has been reported that 20 Thais were killed in Gaza and over 5,000 Thais expressed their wish to return to Thailand. The Thai Foreign Ministry said today that the number of Thais seeking to return to Thailand has now increased over 5,174 people. And as we said earlier, a total of 20 Thais in Israel have been killed there. So many of the workers have expressed their wish to return to Thailand because the situation is not safe anymore. And recently, Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin said that the Thai government has made arrangements to charter commercial flights and to fly Royal Thai Air Force planes to Israel to repatriate Thais there. So the first 15 Thais will be back in Bangkok tomorrow, followed by a second group who are to be flown from Israel this Saturday and are scheduled to arrive back on Sunday. And the third group of Thais are to be evacuated on a commercial flight next Wednesday. So this is the latest updates on the evacuation process for Thai workers in Israel. So
Thai people would like to send their deepest condolence to everyone who are affected.
Yes, and we have to say that over the past weekend, we've been hearing stories about Thais being killed and abducted, all these things in Israel. And it has affected people who are also reading the news as well. And apart from this issue, over the past few weeks, I'm pretty sure many of you have been overwhelmed by distressing stories, whether it's the war in Israel, how many Thais were killed, but these stories are actually like back to back, and that also includes the recent shootings at Siam Paragon last week as well. So whenever you're scrolling your news feed or even leave your TV on, at some points you will feel bombarded by these distressing stories, and this can actually take a toll on our mental health as well. And it is true that we have to set a healthy limit each day, but sometimes it's not that easy, especially for journalists like us. So the question is, how can we stop distressing news from affecting our mental health?
Well, it's not easy to answer, okay? We cannot stop the distressing news, but we can control our mental health for someone. So the best answer for me is go to consult the psychology. To consult with the psychology doesn't mean that you have the mental health problem, or doesn't mean that you are the abnormal or mental sickness. It is just normal thing that you can do to remain your mental health normal.
Right, and the issue of mental health is actually something that can be widely discussed. It's not a taboo anymore. You have to stop thinking that having this mental health issue means you're a bad person or you're crazy or you're like an outcast. It's something that you can ask for help. You can ask mental health advice from the psychiatrist, psychologist, or whoever it is that can give you that mental health advice. Because we can't accept the fact that we are distressed or depressed from reading these stories like on a day-to-day basis. This is something that happens to everyone. Even people like us, we do get affected as well, like mentally. Whenever we read stories like these, it does affect our mental health in a way. You do get stressed, you do feel depressed, and sometimes you get anxious as well. And sometimes when you try to get your head around things, it does take a toll on our mental health overall. But another side that we have to talk about is that when people are addicted to social media or use social media on a daily basis, some people have this habit of doom scrolling. Doom scrolling is a habit where people constantly check on disturbing or upsetting news stories on social media. And we really need to take a step back, because if we overwhelm ourselves with these, your mental health would go down.
Yeah. It depends on the social media algorithm also, because when you want to read the news, or when you want to find some topic to read, you search for it, and when you search for it, the social media algorithm will feed that information to you, onto your eyes, and then the information like that will be flocked into your social media news feed.
Yeah, so you'll be bombarded with all these stories that you've chosen to read as well. So let's say if you've been searching about Israel, the Hamas attacks, then everything will flood into your news feeds.
Yeah, the thing is, you have to change some topic for your searching. Yeah, search for some other topic that is good for your mental health.
Yeah, it could be anything. Even cat videos or puppy videos can be good for your mental health in a way, even though it sounds a bit ridiculous, but it does make you happy to a certain extent.
Yeah.
These cat videos on TikTok, it does really help in a way. Or another way is that if you still cannot get away with social media, instead of just scrolling your news feed, you can choose certain pages that you want to look at. For example, if you like traveling or anything fashion or beauty, you just click on that page straight away and then just keep scrolling on that page only, and that can help as well, so that you can focus on only what you're really interested in.
Yeah.
That helps as well. But another part is that even though you spend time on social media, you need to set a healthy time limit as well. So let's say you've spent 1 hour already, and if that's enough, that is enough. Just don't go over that. And then apart from that, focus on your daily activities or something that you like your hobbies, like drawing or planting, whatever it is that makes you happy. And reading as well, that could be a good way as well to take your time off of social media. So anything that is like an offline activity, that can help as well, so that you focus your attention away from social media.
For me as a news reporter, I always look for internet memes.
Internet memes work as well.
It's very well for me, believe me. I have read many hard news, many tragic news every day, and memes or cat videos make me so much relaxed.
Exactly. I think we need some time for us to unwind and relax ourselves, because we have to admit one thing: life as a journalist is already challenging, because we have to take in all of this information in one day, and imagine 7 days a week, and then 30 to 31 days a month, and then it extends to a year. How much information that we had to consume?
Yeah.
Considering a lot of its distressing issues that we had to deal with as well. So we need to really set a healthy time limit, find some time to unwind and relax. So the basic thing that journalists have been doing is that once we got home, we will just not watch TV, don't turn on your mobile phone, just don't go on social media, and just relax. That is the only thing that we could do. But it's still a challenge though, because it has become a habit already, taking in these news stories.
That's the point. That's the point. When you say that you won't use your mobile phone for 1 week or even an hour,
that's already challenging.
It's impossible.
It is not necessarily impossible, but it's extremely challenging, especially when you have to do research and then keep yourself updated all the time. But then, like we said, we need to go back to our daily hobbies and just set a schedule for yourself that, okay, after 6 p.m., if I clock out, then stop going on social media, stop watching TV, stop everything.
That's all about a disciplinary.
Yes, it's about
right?
discipline as well, because if we do not have the discipline, there's no way we can reset ourselves.
But when you want to have the discipline, but sometimes you need to talk to someone, and sometimes you need to use your mobile phone in that challenge time that you said that you don't want to use your mobile phone. But it's only thing that you can do it at the time, and you have some necessary thing to do with it.
Well, you can choose who to talk to, though. Like, for example, if you do not want to talk to your colleagues, certain colleagues, then don't. Just choose someone who you want to talk to, like say your friends, your family, or your very close ones at work, like the very, 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 very close ones. Just set your clear boundaries on that. And one important thing is that when it comes to talking to someone, choose someone that you really trust. And once you accept your feelings, your anxiety, your depression, or whatever it is, choose someone you trust, and then just talk to them like, hey, I feel some sort of anxiety today. I feel depressed today after reading these stories. And then share some ideas of how you want to relax or find ways to unwind yourself. I think that would be a more constructive way as well.
Another thing is, I know we as a human, we have the bias in our mind, everyone. No refuse. But when we have bias, when we read the news with the complex history or complex situation, we need to be neutral in reading the news. So we don't let ourselves involved in that news, so we don't feel that much depressed.
That's the whole point. Don't get too involved as well, because you're not in that story. To begin with. Yes, it is true that we need to gather all the information, but this is not directly related to us. So we have to differentiate between what is happening in the news and what is happening to you in real life. It's not the same thing. It's not the same world. So set clear boundaries, set a healthy limit when you go on social media, talk to someone if you do feel some sort of anxiety or depression, or seek mental health advice, because this is something that happens to everyone. And it's not wrong to seek advice as well.
It's good to have the empathy. It's good, it's really good. But love yourself first.
Exactly.
That's the point.
And we'll leave the hard stories right there. And now let's talk about YouTube.
Yeah, sure. Because right now, many people watch many video contents on YouTube, whether it's the TV drama or the music video or documentary or news or fitness video. You have the right range of the video to choose on the social media like YouTube. The platform has more than 500 hours of video content uploaded every single minute. So now let's have a look at some interesting statistics. YouTube Thailand revealed some interesting statistics about its viewership among users in Thailand during its event, YouTube Works for Thailand. Its survey revealed that YouTube is the number one platform for the Thai audience. 66.7% of Thais watch YouTube like they are watching TV, and that 50% of Thais watch YouTube on their smartphones. The peak time that Thai users would go on YouTube is from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays and from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends. So the question is, what is Thai people normally watch on YouTube, and why YouTube is a great platform for Thai people?
So which question first?
First one first.
Okay, so what Thai people normally watch on YouTube? I think there are so many things to watch, and you can actually choose based on your own interests. So I think what we're seeing that is the most popular is the video content from celebrities. So thinking about actors and actresses, singers and influencers, they now come up with their own content, like video content. So what I've noticed is that many people seem to follow them more in terms of what they're doing, their lifestyles, where they have traveled, or even go behind the scenes during the the shooting sets as well.
Yeah.
So that is quite interesting. And another part is news, because we can see that there are more news programs on YouTube, a lot more, like from online media
Platform.
Yeah, online media platforms and media channels, to be very specific. They have now released like live videos, so people get engaged with it as well, and that gives more flexibility for the news anchors as well, so that they can say whatever they want, compared to TV, where there are some time restrictions and there are still restrictions in terms of reporting in a certain way. But if it's on YouTube, they can actually have more freedom in what they want to say or comment on the stories as well. And so this is what I've noticed, is that these kind of content are really popular among Thai viewers.
Even I'm the one who asked you, but I have to say that this question is too wide. But in my opinion, just only my opinion, not the research, no reference. But in my opinion, the most viewed video on YouTube is the video that viewed by children, by the young generation, by youth. Not the cartoon, not the animation, but the content like playing with your friends or playing games, something like that. Yeah, like normally children like the video that show the lifestyle, the easy thing, the easy game, like playing with your friends, playing games with your friends, like wording games, something like that.
Right. I think YouTube has like a wide range of content to choose from.
Yeah.
So that is why YouTube is such a great platform. And at the same time, it also allows new creators to upload their own content, and that we can see more like YouTubers showing different things. Like, for example, based on their interest, they have done pranks as well, and even like their own creations or something that is inspiring for the viewers as well. So I think that's such a great platform, because it actually allows everyone to create their own content and create their own videos and share it with their friends and beyond. I think that is really interesting, and that's why YouTube has been really successful in that terms.
Ask about yourself. What's your video that you watch?
Normally, if you ask me, I usually watch music videos, like K-pop music videos. They're all on YouTube. So sometimes I would just watch them like at any time. So let's say if one of my favorite artists released a new music video, I can just check on YouTube straight away. So that is really interesting. But at the same time, I would also watch like other variety shows from K-pop artists as well. And even though I don't understand the language, but there are English subtitles already that are fan-made. So yeah, I think we have access to a wide range of content, and that is really interesting. And what is even more interesting is that you get to watch content from everywhere around the world through your smartphone.
Yeah. And if you want to know anyone's favorite video genre, you have to see their first page of YouTube. As the algorithm will send the most favorite video on the first page of anyone first page, like me here.
Yep.
This is my first page of video.
On YouTube?
On YouTube.
This is mostly news.
Yeah, first one is our video Chatroom. We're here on Chatroom. This is my first page on my YouTube account. The first one is Chatroom, and badminton and politics.
Breaking news as well.
Yeah, and also music video and football.
So that means you've been watching a lot of sports and news
sports
at the same
and
time.
News and sports, news, music. The first page of Facebook never lied. If I say that I like gymnastics, but when you search on the first page of YouTube and you can't find gymnastics, you are lying. You never watched the video about gymnastics. If you ever watch video about gymnastics, it will show on your first page of YouTube.
Yeah, so it's more personalized feed for like individual users. So whenever we go on YouTube, we can just choose based on our interests, and because these feeds are already personalized, it's a lot easier to find content based on their own interests. So that is a great thing.
Yeah, and second question, why YouTube is a great platform?
Like we said, it really allows everyone to showcase their talents through their videos, and they can actually share whatever they want, whether it's arts, culture, gaming, sports, music, whatever it is. As like a creator, they can upload whatever they want. But on the other side of it, the audience can choose what they want to watch as well. But then one downside is that sometimes some creators do upload content that is nonsense and can be harmful for the audience. So there's no restrictions on that yet. So I think that's only one downside that I can think of.
For me, it's about the interface. It's quite friendly user. The interface is very easy to use. And also the platform is just only for the video. It's quite specific platform. If you want to see just only the video, YouTube is the best answer for you. Like, not like Facebook or Instagram or X, that they are including.
They include text as well, photos.
Text, article, photos, and videos. There's so variety, too much variety. But if you want to see the video from exact channel that you want, many want to go to YouTube.
Yeah, and it's really interesting now that they have introduced YouTube Shorts, probably to compete with TikTok. But then based on the report, they have found like about 70 billion views each day. So that means short videos are really successful at the moment. And then YouTube is trying to get more audience from that as well. And now let's talk about different issues. So let's talk about sustainability, which remains a global issue at the moment. And many of the industries have adopted changes to promote sustainability a lot more. And that also includes the fashion industry. So recently, Bangkok International Fashion Week 2023 took place at Siam Paragon over the past week, where many Thai designers came together once again to unveil their latest collections and trends. And apart from showcasing their newest collection, Thai designers also highlighted their contribution to sustainability, which is the main theme for this year's Fashion Week. Many designers such as Issue, Greyhound Original, Painkiller Atelier, and Friday 27th November have used leftover fabrics, recycled fabrics, and many other eco-friendly materials to create their outfits. And I had a chance to talk to some of the designers at this event, so let's have a listen.
ไนลอนของคอลเลคชันนี้ค่ะเป็นผ้าไนลอนที่ผลิตจากขวดน้ำนำมารีไซเคิลทำเป็นผ้าเราก็เหมือนกับลดค่าคาร์บอนเนาะในอากาศได้ไปจำนวนมากเลยค่ะเพราะจริงๆเราจะใช้ผ้าออปชั่นอื่นก็ได้แต่ว่าเราคิดว่าแฟชั่นแบรนด์ต้องทำอะไรสักอย่างที่เกี่ยวกับการแบบรักษาโลกเราให้ดีขึ้นปีนี้ค่ะเพนคิลเลอร์ก็มีการเปลี่ยนแพคเกจจิ้งให้เป็นแพคเกจจิ้งที่ biodegradable ด้วยเรามีวางแผนเรื่อง sustainability เนี่ยมันได้3ปีแล้ว
ครั้งนี้มันเป็นการรีไซเคิลเป็น sustainability คือการเอาสิ่งคำว่าของเก่าที่เรามีเนี่ยมันมีความทรงจำอยู่แล้วในเด็กๆแต่พอมันการเวลาผ่านไปเนี่ยความมูลค่ามันจะลดลงดังนั้นเราเอามูลค่าเก่าที่เรามีมาใช้กับสิ่งที่เรามีในปัจจุบันเรามาเมิร์จกันมันเป็นการรีไซเคิลอีกแบบหนึ่งเหมือนกัน
That's really interesting because like many of the Thai fashion brands have adopted the use of sustainability into their collections as well. So the question is, what remains a challenge when it comes to sustainability and fashion? Because when we talk about this, it seems easy, but for users like us, it seems difficult because fashion trends change all the time.
Yep. The challenge for me is the fast fashion. Yeah, even is the cheap price, and anyone can buy it, but they change it too much, too frequent. Yeah, and it makes a lot of cloth rubbish.
Right, and like for users like us, for many women to be very specific, shopping is their life. And it's like, when we think about fashion, we would always think of keeping up with the latest trends and just buying the latest items so that we can look fashionable whenever we go out. But sometimes we need to take a step back sometimes. We do need to take a step back because like some of the fashion trends is like they come and go really fast. And we always have to think, how often do we actually wear certain pieces?
To be honest, I love fashion. I love to dress.
Same here.
But I never follow the trend. I just want to wear what I want to wear. I want to dress what I want to dress. I have my own style, and I love to shop the attire like t-shirt or jeans or warm pants or sneakers. Even sneakers is, I have around 25 sneakers.
Whoa, 25 sneakers, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But like for me, like I do love fashion. So sometimes I go to like shops in the mall and sometimes I look through like what is trending, what is fashionable at the moment. And sometimes when you try it on, sometimes it doesn't fit you. So we would just like let it go and then choose the pieces that you will definitely wear for like your daily lives as well.
Fast fashion is not the wrong thing. It's not guilty. But you can please recycle when you want to use. Recycle it, make it become the fuel or anything.
Right, but then like the challenge is that if you have like issues with your weight, sometimes you do need to change. So let's say like this piece, you wanted to wear for at least 10 years. Sometimes it doesn't work that way for certain people, especially if you experience weight gain. So you cannot wear that. But another way that we could do is like you donate it to someone. Or go on like this platform where they actually recycle your material. So not in a sense where they actually recycle into a new fabric, but it could be like, so let's say they put on a platform and then it's like you pass it on to other people that they want to use it. So they actually call it like pre-loved clothing. And then when you decided to sell it or donate it, some people can still use it. So that is like, I think like many of the fashion brands, including several companies, have tried to adopt the use of sustainability, not just like recreating fabrics, but actually use certain items and then like upcycle it as well, and or maybe like pass it on. Or another method that they have been using is like the swap events. So you bring your clothes and then you swap it with other people. So they get new clothes from you and you get new clothes from others. So that is another way that is really interesting as
there
well.
are many private sector that doing the business about recycling the clothes. And we can join them if you are borrowing of your dress or it's like you're oversized to wear it.
These are really like good good options as well. So if you feel that your closet is getting a bit overwhelming, then maybe you can try like donating your clothes or like give it to your friends or actually go to swap events. That would be interesting as well. And now let's move on to a different event. Now from Fashion Week, let's talk about Gundam.
Yes, I'm going to talk about. So are you the big fan of the Japanese fictional Gundam multiverse? Because right now is a big chance for you to explore the first ever Gundam exhibition that is held in Thailand. This exhibition is Gundam Docks at Thailand at Central World, where everyone can find a variety of Gundam models, including the showcases of marvelous Gundam statues and history of animation and Gunpla or plastic models. The exhibition is divided into 3 major zones. In the first zones, visitors will explore a long history of Gundam fictional multiverse since 1979 and the Gunpla plastic model, which was first produced in 1980. Visitors will also get to know the world of Gunpla models, which have 7 grades to collect, starting from entry grade to perfect grade. The exhibition also features masterpieces crafted by talented Thai Gunpla builders who participated in the 11th Gunpla Builders World Cup. For Gunpla lovers, the second zone will be like heaven on earth, as there is an exclusive Gunpla merchandise where you can find the limited Gunpla models with timeline art on its shield and unique design paying tribute to Thailand's tricolor flag theme. The third zone will provide visitors to the Gunpla workshop where you can learn to build Gunpla models yourself. Anyone who is interested in Gundam but is very new to Gunpla building can participate in this workshop in the Genie Planet Zone on the 6th floor. Actually, it's not hard because yesterday in the workshop, I just built this kind of model, but not this grade. This one is the master grade, but I just only built the high grade in like 28 minutes.
I would be really interested how you actually built this robot.
Yeah. So maybe you guys will be wondering that what is the difference between Gundam and Gunpla? Why they say Gundam and Gunpla? Gundam is the name of the animation, and Gunpla is the Gundam plastic model kits. It's short for this word. It's short for Gundam plastic model kits.
Oh, so Gundam is the name of the animation series, and Gunpla is related to the robots, the plastic.
The toy.
The toys.
Yeah. As I have a show for you today. Here. This is what I built yesterday in the workshop. You can see here.
Oh, that looks cool.
Very cool. I take like 28 minutes to build this model. It's called RX-78-2 Gundam, the prototype of close combat mobile suit.
How hard is it to build it?
For me, as a boy, as a Gundam fanboy, I feel that it's like, I love to fix things, I love to create things, to build things inside hood, like to build the fans, to fix the fans myself.
Okay.
So to build a Gundam from these runners, it's like my hobby. Yeah.
Seems like a puzzle.
Yeah, take it out piece by piece and build it in the mobile suit Gundam.
Oh, I want to see.
Sure.
It looks pretty cool here. Because like normally when we think of robots, we would think of what we see in cartoons.
Yeah.
But we've never seen these robots in like plastic figures like this.
Yeah, but you know, actually, I talked to the academic person who is the researcher about the culture and soft power. He said that when the Gundam animation was released in its first year in 1979, the animation is not that popular. But the animation was popular after the toy has been released to sell in the market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why do Gundam and Gunpla have such an influence on many Thai people, even everyone, many people in the world? Okay, maybe you can say anything.
Well, I'm not a fan of Gundam to begin with, but I feel that Japanese cartoons have such an influence in Thai culture to begin with. So anything that is Japanese, people feel connected really easily. So whenever there's like a new toy or a new series, people are so willing to embrace it.
Yeah.
And one thing that is really interesting about Japanese cartoons and manga, it's that there are a lot of collectible items.
Yeah.
So people feel engaged really quickly. So not just Gundam, but another series that is also really popular is Pokemon. Pokemon, we would always feel engaged in collecting all of these cute characters apart from Pikachu, but there are so many characters that we just find ourselves naming them and trying to find out like which group it is, and we just try to like remember all the names, and it gets you involved all the time when we have these things coming out, like whether it's like comic books dolls or games, card games as well, we feel so connected to it. Even like Gundam, like what you're seeing right here, it's like you can play with it like all the time with your friends.
But mostly people just only want to show it in the mirror.
Yeah, so more like a collectible item. So you just
item.
like, so like if you built something, you just put it like on your shelf, like, oh, okay, I've built this today, and then we keep collecting it.
You know, the interesting point is the best time of building Gunpla is when you build it. Yeah, it's not the time when you finish, but it's the time when you build
When
it.
you built it, because it puts so much effort. I can imagine how much effort that you put into this doll. I mean, the robot.
Yeah, almost 100 pieces of plastic. And
the building process is always something that we will always remember, rather than just like holding these robots and then just go like shooting like this.
Yeah, talking about the grades of Gunpla, there are 7 grades of Gunpla. So it's starting with the entry grade for the newbie, and next for the SD or super deformed, and mega size and high grade. This one is HG or high grade. Yeah, this one is high grade.
Oh, this is already high grade.
Yeah, and mega size and RG real grade and MG mega grade, and also PG for the perfect grade, which is very expensive. And the most interesting point is there was also the Ecopla. Ecopla is the Gunpla that made of the remained runner like this. The Gunpla industry also bring this all the leftover runner to melt it again and make it become the new Gunpla called Ecopla.
Oh, that's really interesting. That's another part of sustainability, just recycling all the materials and then use it again.
Yeah, besides the runner, they also use eggshell.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They use eggshell mixed with the plastic, so it's more stronger. So you can follow the full episodes of Gundam content in this Friday Walkative.
And there's also like this special edition,
this one is
the Thai version, I believe.
Yeah.
So it says Gundam Docks at Thailand. So if you got this set, you got these runners.
Yeah, a lot of runners. So
this looks pretty cool.
The specialty of these runners of this edition is the shield. You can see the shield. The
shield here, right?
Yeah, the design of the shield will be built into the Thai art, and unique design paying tribute to Thailand's tricolor flag theme.
Okay, I can see
red,
now. It's like
blue and white.
So red is, the red is like the sticker here, and then the white one and the blue one.
Yeah, and when you finish building it, it will become like this.
That's pretty fascinating here.
Yeah.
It's like you get really involved with these robot building.
So let's hear from the expert who is a researcher on the Asia's cultural and soft power about why Gundam and Gunpla have such an influence in many Thai people.
ต้องยอมรับเรื่องหนึ่งว่าญี่ปุ่นเป็นชาติที่เด่นใน2เรื่องเรื่องแรกคือสตอรี่เขามันจะดีมากมันจะไม่ใช่สตอรี่การ์ตูนทั่วๆไปเหมือนของฝรั่งนะฮะแต่เป็นพูดง่ายๆว่ามันเป็นเรื่องราวที่มีดราม่าสูงมากกันดั้มออกฉายปีแรกเป็นเรื่องของการต่อสู้กับอาณานิคมอะไรอย่างเงี้ยปลดแอกคล้ายๆกับเรื่อง Star Wars ใช่ไหมฮะอันที่2ญี่ปุ่นเวลาเขานำเสนอออกมาฮะเขาเป็นชาติที่เก็บรายละเอียดเก่งมากๆเพราะฉะนั้นเราจะไม่เห็นแค่ตัวหุ่นยนต์แล้วก็การสู้รบแต่ว่าเราจะเห็นเลยว่าการขยับการก้าวย่างของหุ่นยนต์มันมีอะไรบ้างและรูปแบบของหุ่นยนต์ที่เขาออกแบบมาเนี่ยคล้ายๆกับซามูไรยุคโบราณถ้าหุ่นตัวแรกสุดมีดาบ2มือจำได้ใช่ไหมฮะบางทีก็ถือปืนด้วยมันเป็นส่วนผสมระหว่างความเป็นญี่ปุ่นอัตลักษณ์ดั้งเดิมกับโลกสมัยใหม่ความร่วมสมัยแล้วลองคิดดูในยุคนั้นนะฮะว่าหุ่นแบบเนี้ยอยู่ในยุคนั้นซึ่งการ์ตูนหุ่นยนต์ต่างชาติทำได้ไม่ถึงอะแต่กันดั้ม
So it's not just about the robot cartoon or robot animation or robot figure. It's about the modern samurai robot. Yeah, with a lot of technology and also remains the Japanese tradition as samurai.
So it's really interesting, and that's why it has captivated the viewers in Thailand as well, because many people are so into building robots to begin with. And there are so many cartoons out there that revolve around this theme. That's why people are so connected to these cartoons and these robots as well. All right, and that wraps up tonight's edition of Thai PBS World Chat Room. Join us every Wednesday at 6 p.m. only on Thai PBS World Facebook and YouTube Live. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ